Hi everybody and welcome to Rumbleslam Matchday. Today's main event, the Heavy Pounders versus the Timber Fists. In the last Rumbleslam match, the Heavy Pounders faced the Bodybuilders. Check out that match, there will be a link in the description. The Heavy Pounders represent the Kaiser's Palace Casino and the Timber Fists represent the Forest Soul. Once again, the Pounders will line up with Royce, the team captain. He is a human brawler. Next to him, in the middle, we have Telly. He is a human grappler. And on the left, the spectacular Halfling brawler, Grimbold. And he was very effective in the last match. Let's see how he will perform in this one. In the other corner, the Timber Fists, with their team captain on the left, Apollonia. She is an Amazonian brawler. In the middle, Cena, Amazonian grappler. And on the far right, we have Hazel. She's a sprite brawler. They sure look like they can put up a fight. Let's see. Royce and Telly have good all-round stats and a stamina of 7. Grimbold, on the other hand, is smaller and only has a stamina of 5, but he has one more action. They are worth exactly 550,000 Dosh. Apollonia and Cena have better attack and grapple than the boys from the Heavy Pounders, but they have a weaker defense. They also have a stamina of 7, and then we have Hazel, only with a stamina of 4, but with a couple of gold dice in defense and dexterity. The Heavy Pounders line up in the bottom left corner, and the Timber Fists will be more than ready attacking from the upper right corner. Let's go to initiative. The Timber Fists will choose Hazel to roll for initiative. She has 1 gold die plus 1, and Grimbold will roll for the Heavy Pounders with 2 silver dice. And that's a clear victory for Hazel. The sprite will activate first in round 1. The match is on. Hazel will move. She has a movement of 6 and she will move all the way to the corner. Here she will perform her signature rope attack. And that will be against Grimbold. Her rope attack is the Sprite Spike. That will cost her 2 action points. And she will roll 3 copper dice and do 2 damage. And that's versus Grimbold's defense of 1 silver die. Only 2. But it's a 0 from Grimbold. He will be hit by the attack and take 2 damage. A flying sprite right in the face. That must be very unpleasant. But Hazel is not finished yet. She will grapple Grimbold and roll 0 with her grapple die, and Grimbold will easily avoid that. Hazel will then bounce off the ropes, use her final action point, and that will move her 5 squares into the ring there, and she has 1 movement left, and that will be her turn. A real hard-hitting in and out attack. Now let's see what Grimbold will do. He will bounce off the ropes. That's 1 action point. Then he will move 1 square next to Hazel and he will grapple her. He will roll 2 and she will roll nothing. That's a successful grapple. She'll take 1 damage. They are evenly matched when it comes to grapple, but why not do it again? It worked the last time, so Grimbold will try to grapple Hazel once again. He will roll 2 again, and again a roll of nothing with the grapple copper die. Hazel will take another damage from Grimbold. He will finish his attacks, move back here. With 1 action left, he will perform a crowd pleaser without any luck. That was Grimbold's turn. Now Cena will activate and she will bounce off the ropes immediately. That's 1 action point and then 1 movement, and that will take her into base contact with Grimbold. And then she will use her signature grapple move, the headlock. That will only cost her 1 action point and will do no damage. But if she's successful, Grimbold will have 0 defense against brawl attacks for the rest of this activation. Cena will roll 2 silver die, and she is successful. Grimbold is now a sitting duck in the middle of the ring, defenseless. And Sina still has 2 actions left, so she can hit him twice, and all she has to do is to roll more than nothing. So that's the first hit. He'll take 1 damage, and she will try again with her last action, and again she will hit Grimbold. That was all Sina's actions this round. She still has movement left. So she will take a few steps away and take position here. And that was a tough round for Grimbold. He has taken 4 out of his 5 stamina points in damage. Telly activates now, and he steps to the side and bounces off the ropes that will take him all the way to, but not into, Hazel. But he will be in base contact and perform his signature grapple move, the leg lock. That will cost him 2 action points. He will roll 1 silver, 1 copper, and that's +1. And Hazel will try to avoid the grapple attack, and she rolls 0. Not good for her. With a difference of 4, this will be a beatdown, and she will take not 1 but 2 damage. And with only 4 stamina, that's enough to knock her out. Hazel is on the floor. Telly still has 1 action left, and he will try to pin her to the floor. He will roll 2 copper dice for his weight, and that's a roll of only 1. But no, Hazel will roll 0 with her very, very low weight. She will only roll 1 copper die, and she is taken out of this match already in the first round by Telly. And the crowd loves it. Great move by Telly. He will earn a crowd pleaser, and his crowd pleaser will give him 1 additional action point in the next round. But while Telly is posing to the crowd, he doesn't notice that Apollonia will move to the turnbuckle, climb the turnbuckle, and ready herself for a powerful attack against Telly. That's the treetop drop. 3 action points, she'll roll 3 silver dice, and if she's successful, she will do 3 damage to Telly. And he is within her range of 5. So that's 3 silver dice, and Telly will roll 2. Apollonia rolls 5, and Telly only 2. The treetop drop will hit him, and he'll take 3 damage, but it's not a beatdown. Still a powerful attack. 3 damage to Telly's stamina. And now the crowd is crazy. Apollonia's crowd pleaser will give Sina +1 dexterity until the end of her next activation. Not bad. Apollonia has used all her actions in her turn. She still has 1 movement left, and she will step just 1 square away from Telly. And that will conclude her turn. Now it's Royce, the team captain of the Heavy Pounders. He's really too far away to do any damage to the Amazonians, but he will put himself between Sina and Grimbold to protect his Halfling teammate, and then he will perform a crowd pleaser, but he's not successful. That will give him a penalty of 1 action in the next round, and that will conclude the first round in this Rumbleslam match. Hazel the Sprite was pinned to the floor and taken out of this match, but both Grimbold and Telly have taken damage from the relentless attacks of the Amazonians. Let's go to round 2. The round will begin with initiative. Grimbold will roll initiative for the Pounders, and Sina will roll for the Timber Fists. She has +1 because of the crowd pleaser in the last round. Grimbold will roll 3, and 3 as well for Sina, but that's +1, so the Timber Fists will win the initiative, and Sina will activate first. Sina steps around Royce and into base contact with Grimbold, and she will try to grapple him. Sina rolls 2 silver dice, and Grimbold only 1 copper. He only has 1 stamina left, so 1 damage is enough to knock him out. And Cena rolls 5. He will not be able to resist that, not at all, with a difference of 5. This will be a beatdown. He will take 1 additional damage and he will be shoved back 2 squares and knocked out. But that was only warm-up for Cena. She turns her attention towards Royce and she will try a headlock. Again, it will only cost her 1 action point and she will roll 2 silver dice. And Royce will turn around and roll 1 silver die. And Cena will win again. So she will attack him. She'll roll 1 silver die, and all she needs is more than a blank. So she'll hit Royce once, and with her final action point, she'll attack again, a brawl attack, and with a roll of 1, she will do the 2nd point of damage to Royce this round. And she will still have a little movement left, so she will step 1 square away from Royce, and that will end Cena's activation. Royce will be up next. He will step back 2 squares and he will bounce off the ropes with his signature rope attack, the cloth line. And that's a dangerous attack because he will cause a knockdown. It will cost him 2 action points and he will roll 2 silver and 1 copper. And that's versus 1 silver and 1 copper from Cena. And the roll from Royce is really, really good. Royce rolls 6. Cena only 1. That's a difference of 5. She will take 2 damage and she will be shoved back 2 squares. But what's worse, she will be knocked down. Royce only has 1 action left because of his failed crowd pleaser last round. So he will end his activation with another crowd pleaser attempt. This time, it's good. The crowd will cheer and all the friendly wrestlers on Royce's team will earn 1 additional damage when they perform rope attacks, and that's until Royce's next activation. Apollonia is up next. She has 4 movement and 4 actions. She will step 1 square towards the ropes and then she will perform her swan song smash. That will cost her 2 actions. She'll roll 3 silver dice and do 2 damage if she can beat Telly. He will roll 2 silver dice in defense. Apollonia rolls 2 only and Telly will beat her with 3. The swan song smash has no effect, but she can still perform another brawl attack. She will still roll 2 silver dice. And that looks better. 3 this time and Telly only 2. He'll take 1 damage. Apollonia still has 2 movement and 1 action left. So she will move to the other side of Telly, still in base contact, and perform a final brawl action and roll 5 this time. Ooh, that's dangerous. Telly rolls 2. He will be hit, but it's not a beatdown. So 1 more damage to his stamina. And that was the end of Apollonia's turn. Telly activates now and he can immediately strike back, but he won't do that. Instead, he will move towards Cena. She is knocked down, not knocked out yet, but still defenseless on the floor. And Telly will brawl attack her and hit once. He will do another attack and hit again. So 2 damage to Cena that will take her below her stamina. And then Telly will try to pin her and take her out of the match. He will roll 2 copper dice and she will roll the same. She would have rolled 3 dice if she had more than half her stamina left. But now it's 2 versus 2. An awful roll from Telly. And Cena is still alive and in this match. But Telly can try again. He has one action more this round because of his successful crowd pleaser. And this time it looks way better. And that's it. He will pin Cena to the floor and effectively remove her from this match. Now Apollonia is alone versus no less than 3 heavy pounders. A successful pin action will result in a crowd pleaser. And the crowd will cheer. Telly's move really paid off. Grimbold will activate last, and he also needs a cheer on the crowd die to get up. But it's a blank. He'll stay on the floor. Round 3. It's Apollonia versus the Heavy Pounders. Of course, she'll roll initiative, and the Heavy Pounders will not start with Grimbold. Instead, Telly will roll initiative, 1 silver and 1 copper for both wrestlers. To stand a chance, Apollonia must win, and she will. Apollonia will activate first. She has more stamina left than the 3 Heavy Pounders combined. But can she take out 1 or maybe 2 in this activation? She will move on the other side of Telly, and then she will brawl him. Silver dice versus silver dice. Apollonia rolls 4, and Telly only 1. He'll be hit, but again, he will barely avoid a beatdown. He'll take 1 more damage to his stamina, but he's still not knocked out. Then she will try again, the second brawl action. This time only 2. And Telly will resist. No further damage. What will she do now? She will not be able to take down Telly this turn. She moves her last movement, and then she'll try to pin Grimbold and take him out of the match. That should be possible. He will only roll 1 copper die. Apollonia rolls 4, and I think that will be that. For Grimbold, only 2. Apollonia will send Grimbold flying out of the ring. He's out. Apollonia will fail her crowd pleaser, and she can't do anything else. Instead, it's now Telly's turn, and he will move straight to the turnbuckle and climb it. And we know who the target will be. Telly will spend 3 action points on the 450 splash. That will do 3 damage. If he can nail it, he will roll 3 silver dice. Apollonia will roll 1 silver and 1 copper in defense. Telly's turnbuckle attack here is devastating, so he could potentially hit more wrestlers. But now Apollonia is the only target. So let's see if he can hit her and do 3 damage. That's a roll of 6. Really good. Apollonia will defend with only 2. So that's a clear hit. That's 3 damage already. She's unharmed, but this is a heavy blow. And with a difference of 4, it will also be a beatdown with 1 additional damage. Telly is not yet finished. He has 1 extra action, and he will try to grapple Apollonia. And again, a great roll from Telly. Apollonia cannot resist the grapple. She'll take another damage. And that will remove 5 out of her 7 stamina. And then the successful turnbuckle attack will also animate the crowd, but this time they seem to be really dissatisfied, and they will boo at Telly. He'll have -1 action, if there is a next round, because now Royce will move 3 squares, and then he will perform a rope attack. It worked before, so why not try it again? 2 actions on the cloth line, 2 silver and 1 copper. It will only do 1 damage, but it will knock Apollonia down. If she can defend this, she might stand a chance. But Royce will roll 5. And Apollonia, it's 4. It's so close, but she will be hit and take 1 more damage. But she will be knocked down. She has 1 stamina left, and Royce has 2 actions. He will try to pin her and end this match. He will roll 2 copper dice for his weight, and Apollonia 2 copper as well. And Royce rolls 3. Apollonia, this is now or never. And it's 2. Not enough to resist Royce, that will pin Apollonia and take her out, and by doing so, end this match. It's a win for the Heavy Pounders. The Timber Fists came flying out to this match, literally speaking. For a long time, it looked like they had the upper hand. Grimbold spent most of the match on the floor, but Royce and Tally managed to keep themselves in the match, and in the end, they had the superior tactics and moves. And that was another win for the Heavy Pounders. I wonder if anybody will be able to beat this wrestling team. They seem to have a perfect balance of talent and power. We will see, only the future can tell. Thanks a lot for watching this Rumbleslam match. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'll join me for future matches.